Hi, Barb Stuhlemer here with Blitz Business Success. I'm the business strategist that helps small business owners create more for their business. And some of my clients have made as much as 800% increase in as little as 11 months. So I'm really good at what I do. So it's summertime and my growth explosion is on sale for the summer sale. And this is why. Because when we get into summer, what happens? Well, our kids come home, our clients are on vacation, and all of a sudden we're going, where's the consistency in my income? What do I have to do differently to be able to create the same kind of income all year round? And this maybe summertime is your best time of year, but maybe there's another time of year where you're starting to, the income that you have decreases and the amount of effort that you put in to try to sell what you've got increases, and you have no more money, no more time, and no way of hiring someone because you don't have time to train them, you don't have the money to spend on them. So there are a lot of excuses. You just heard a few of them as to why we might end up at a place where we can't afford, or we can't afford the time or the money to actually create more in our business. And then we stand on the outside of our business trying to do all the things that have to get done to ensure that we can actually create more income in our business. How can we bring in more clients? And having consistency is one thing, but actually wanting to grow your business, you actually have to have the consistency and the understanding of the consistency before you can go and grow the business on top of that. So some of the excuses I hear that I explained, I can't raise my prices. I can't raise my prices. I've had several clients come to me and say, I can't charge more. I can't raise my prices. And along that line, I can't create packages. My clients won't buy packages. I have to charge, $20 an hour, $25 an hour, $30 an hour, whatever it is. I'm competing with clients that are in another country where they charge a lot less for their time, and then figuring out what that value proposition is and creating more. I've had clients that come to me and they've said the same thing. I have one client, it took her almost 2 years to believe, and when she finally got it done, she came back and she goes, I finally implemented packages. I finally understand how it works for my company, because she wouldn't buy into it at the beginning. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. And she's finally making consistent money, a lot of money at what she does. So what we put in place at the beginning took her a little longer to implement because she had to believe that she could do it. But I'm telling you, if you need to raise your prices because you are way undercharging, because you're not actually covering the cost of what it costs to run your programs or sell your products, that's what we're going to look at first. We're going to look at, are you actually making money at what you currently sell at? And is there room for an increase? Or how else can you make more money? Can you sell it as a package? And don't sit there and tell me you can't sell it as a package. I've been in every industry and there are ways of selling it in packages. So the second thing is, I don't have time right now. So whether you don't have time to actually do the implementation, or you don't have time to work with someone, or what that might look like, you know what? We're all busy. And I can guarantee you that you will always be busy. I had a client who, he was already a client, he was already paying to work with me, and he says, I have to come in and see you, but I just don't have time. And I said, you need to make the time. We got to look at the problems that you have going on in your business right now, and we got to sit down and work through these. I don't have time. All I do is put out fires. And I said to him, well, if all you do is put out fires, all you will ever do is put out fires. The first thing you have to learn is how to set aside the time that you need to actually focus on what has to get done in your business. If you've been trying to figure out how to grow your business, how to get some consistency in your business, how to create the kind of the routine of running your business so that you can implement new people, you can implement new products or process or strategies or systems or whatever it is, first you have to plan for it. Things don't just happen when you happen to have extra time. You actually have to plan for the time. You have to plan for the future. So the second thing we're going to look at is what the time looks like in your business, and where can we create more time for you? How can we create it so that you actually have the time to focus on your business and do this work so that you can do the work that creates more money for you. And the third thing is that I can't afford it. So whether it is that you can't afford to hire someone, you can't afford the time, you can't afford to hire a coach or a strategist like me, or an advisor, or you can't afford the time to set up an advisory board, or you can't afford to hire an employee, whatever that is, that's one of the the big things that I hear from people, I can't afford it, not right now, I can't afford it right now. And I can tell you, if that's what you're saying, unless you actually have a plan to figure out when you can afford it, you will never be able to afford it. So your first step will be to figure out how you can afford the time. We'll figure out what it is that you can do so that you can afford to, is it hire someone? You can afford to implement someone. You can afford or implement something. So maybe some new systems or strategies or something that will automate what you're doing. So if we can figure out how you can afford to get these things into your business so that you can actually move up the scale and the level and the leverage of your business and make more money, then things will start rolling for you. So these are the kind of foundations of how growth happens, and that's what we're going to work with on the Growth Explosion. So if you are interested, scroll below. It's 25% off right now. It's for first-time clients. If you're currently working with me as a client, I have a deal for you as well, because you can, as a client, you can now pay for month-to-month programs, but you can't do that until you've done the strategy session first. And as a client, you've already done that. So the strategy session happens inside the Growth Explosion. There is pre-work. There's an assessment. We're going to figure out what we're going to focus on. We do the strategy session together. You have a follow-up call. You have 30 days of unlimited email with me to review anything, to give you feedback, to get insights, or just to keep you on track. And I've had clients that have gone through this that have been able to open a second store or a second office in their business, that have opened up a different market for the product that they're selling. And we can get through a lot in the amount of time that we're going to do. So scroll below, and hopefully I've made this clear what it is that can do for you in your business, particularly if you're a small business looking to figure out how you can grow, create the time and money in your business so you can actually focus on growing. Then this is definitely the product for you. And I hope that you will take advantage of this offer before August 30th. This summer is the opportunity to get 25% off, so we can work together and you can get started right now on what's going to work best for your business. All right, I hope to see you online.